health agreement, our understanding is that there is a immediate more than $200 million contribution to the agreement. How will that be prioritized in BC? There's a lot of rural ERs sort of closing on weekends.
Thanks. We know that that the acute situation in many of our hospitals and is particularly challenging in rural communities, where communities have lost doctors, where the strain following the pandemic has hit particularly hard. There are two components to the additional money brought to the table by the federal government for our healthcare system. There's a $200 million component that is immediately available to the province. This money will go to absolutely supporting emergency care in the province, supporting strained hospitals. It is in the context of a budget yesterday where we announced $6.4 billion over the next 3 years for our healthcare system. So I want to certainly express appreciation for the federal government's partnership, because that money is one small piece of what we're announcing today. What the federal government is committed to for us is stable funding for the next 10 years for our healthcare system, and that is critically important for us for planning and moving forward. Additional money for shared priorities, which are things like long-term care, mental health care, and other pieces, as well as that $200 million. In terms of the situation faced in our hospitals, especially in smaller centers, the piece that's really going to make the difference here is about getting the people with the skills that are on the sidelines right now into our healthcare system. So the agreement we reached with the College of Physicians and Surgeons, where internationally trained doctors that have the expertise can work under the supervision of a BC doctor immediately and get to work in our hospitals, in our care centers, and also the 90 additional spots for internationally trained doctors to get their skills up to speed to work in BC hospitals as quickly as possible. Those have a return of service component where they work in rural communities. That's where we're going to see the traction, and that's where we're going to see the reversal of some of the challenges we've seen coming out of the pandemic of stressed out healthcare workers, that especially in rural communities where they are the front line, facing very serious demands, where the support and relief is going to come for them, and by extension for the people in the communities that are counting on them.
Next question.